Good morning, guys. Dave Klose, Barbecue Pits by Klose, Houston, Texas, for the last 42 years. I want to welcome you to our anniversary. And this is something very interesting for you large caterers. This is one we took in that I built a few years ago on trade-in, and we completely redid it. It's a 30-inch diameter by 8-foot main chamber with 30 by 30 heavy insulated firebox and a 30 by 30 upright slow smoking chamber. On the front, you have electric brakes. You got a brand new battery operated digital breakaway controller, 3 propane bottles, 2 for the double burner tables and 1 for the low pressure on demand, one we'll get to in a minute. Here we have locking holding for a Honda EU 3000 IS generator, lowest decimal rating in the world. They 64 decimals, you can't even hear them run. And you can pick those up for about $2,400. They don't break, folks. I've had one in my house for 20 years, and it just don't break. On the front, you've got burner table, 160,000 BTU with brand new regulators, hoses, everything. You've got hammer wok. Then you've got skillet, pot boil, pot deep fry, and then hot griddle for your steaks, hamburgers, hot dogs, fajitas, eggs, all that stuff. 2 of those. You got a 2 by 4 foot slide out steak grill that runs on stainless tracks. Which allows you to hand crank to any height. So say you got X fire and you're going to be away for X minutes, you can crank it up to that level and lock it and walk away up to 8 minutes and still not change the cooking. It won't cool off and it won't continue to cook. So what, the opaqueness on chicken is about 7 minutes. The opaqueness on shrimp is about 8 seconds from undone to overcooked. So that allows you to do that. Slides in your hand real easy and quiet. Now in the main chamber, you have a 30-inch pipe, 8 foot long with double 33-inch doors, 3-row pullouts, and it's convertible from 3-row to 2-row to 1-row. So I can get 120 racks of ribs just on the main chamber with 2-row setting in every 3 hours. You've got an upright, which is 50 degrees cooler than the main chamber. That allows you proofing, holding, as well as hanging whole animals, a dozen turkeys, short and long hoop sausage, just almost anything you can imagine. It's got triple 6,000 pound axles, brand new tires and mags, electric brakes. You have the taillights are marine underwater LEDs, and the wiring is, we use 1,000-foot spools of wire. We don't use that cheap trailer wire people use. We put it through 1-inch steel pipe because we build for terse climate. Patagonia, Chile, Siberia, Russia, Yukon, Alaska, where they cook at 50 below zero. So what happens is we put this for ice and salt on the roads. We've prepared them for that. This one also has 6 lights set up for it and a sound system radio. It doesn't have the base radio, but it has the speakers and this wired in. You just have to run the wiring to the rest of it down to whatever controller or battery that you have. You know, on the insulated firebox, this is 3 by 3 by 6 inches thick, and the inner wall is 1/2-inch plate. I shot these inside with a 44 Magnum. It did nothing. That's in a mint shape. Above, we have 2-row pull-out shelves for your consumables, spices, sauces, marinating things, and all that, which is controlled. Simple enough. On the back, there's some really cool things. You've got a satellite cutting table with locking storage, so you can lock up your wallet, your 10X Beaver Stetson, your Forstner knives, things you want to keep in case you want to walk off or go swimming, things like that. Here we have 4 Kohler sinks. We're running a soapy chlorine fresh and hand wash, which is city coded for anywhere in America. You got a brand new ventless, tankless hydro ignition, push button on demand hot water system. It has a 45 degree climb to ambient. So if it's 70 degrees outside, you can cook, you can turn it up to 115 degrees or 45 degrees hotter. It works on hydro ignition, so there is no standing pilot, no electricity. It's freestanding, it works right off the propane bottle and the water itself. Then of course you got hot and cold and hand wash spray. Yeah, 2 double holding tanks. You have full undercarriage RTV heat silicon holding tanks with compatible RV dump. Just stick a hose to it and you can dump it at a Walmart if you're out catering or whatever and rinse the tanks out. The track for the side-out steak grill is solid stainless and the wheels are ball bearing cast iron pulley wheels. Folks, we built this thing forever. You should get an amazing cycle of 50 years, 70 years off something like this. The things we built in it, we put brand new nitrogen gas shocks all the way around. It's got a full vaulted roof with fold-up sides that come up with one finger. When you unpull the bolts, it opens by itself and you can close it with one hand. Now, I got to read you some of the things. There are so many things on this pit. Just to recap, you got the full pit, the log rack, 5 brand new thermometers, all new pull-out shelves and cooking shelves as well as fire grates, counterweighted doors, full insulated firebox, 2-inch brass and stainless ball valve drain on the main pit, electric brakes, slide-out baffle with 12 sausage rods for doing your hanging. You got dual burner tables with griddle plates, 2x4 foot sliding steak grill, the 6 lights and the 2 speakers. You've got a CGFI box wired in here for electric. The pullouts in the shelving, consumable shelving above the firebox. Spare tire mounted. The 4 sinks and on demand with all new valves, regulators, copper, all that stuff. 3 locking bottle holders. The spray washer, elevated roof, fold-up sides, and roof gas shocks. Solid stainless table in the front. Polished triple step plate fenders. Satellite cutting board. Then a 14-inch header and footer panel in case you want to do a wrap or do a magnetic sign, which is real cheap. Generator, lockdown generator. It's tuned where it cooks about 5 degrees diagonal. There's no hot spots on the people. This one new is $58,850. I completely redone it, and we'll be selling this one for $35,450. That's $23,400 off, and everything's going to be completely redone. Folks, I don't think this one's going to last very long. But y'all might want to get with us. David Klose at 713-818-2263 is my cell phone direct. You can look at our pits at Barbecue Pits by Klose, bbqpits.com, on the web for the last 42 years. I appreciate y'all staying with me and following this video today. We're going to be coming out with a bunch more videos on how to cook, how to light pits in the next 2 to 3 weeks. It's early March yet, so when the sun comes back out after the rain, I'll be out here doing videos for y'all and give you some highlights, show you how to make rubs, things like that. Thank y'all for viewing, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, folks. At $35,450 for this, that's 41% off of retail. You're not going to find a better deal in America, man. That's a hell of a deal. I don't expect it to last very long. So if you're interested, because it takes 3 or 4 months to build something like this, we have this one in stock. I'll be looking forward to y'all's call. Thank you.